Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitor sideline, Washington head coach Dan Quinn. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. So very early on in this game, first quarter, no score, and this offense hoping to change that right here and get some points on the board.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On 1st down, here's Krosky Merritt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The big play has his defense reeling a bit, but they'll need to step it up now as they look to defend a 1st and goal. Play action, now it's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to get on the same page.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
Now it's the backup, Mariota. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they take. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a 1st down in the red zone. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Loss of 6 yards.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Here's Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game. A long field ahead of this offense. They'll have to be efficient here with their time late in the 2nd quarter. Play action now. Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Prescott. And that one drops down. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Prescott now from the 50. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10
now
at the
Prescott.
39-yard line.
There's Fenoy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
That's another Cowboys first down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Saints. And it's Lamar Jackson. He connects, 10-yard touchdown pass. The Ravens are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's go out to Orchard Park, one of the toughest tickets of the year, the debut game at new Highmark Stadium. The Lions taking on the Bills. And this is the MVP from a couple seasons ago, Josh Allen. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Bills get the win, and they are 1-0 in the new stadium. Lock up the folding tables, people. Celebration time in Western New York. Lastly, let's get a look who's getting a hot start to the year. It's our impact player from Week 2, and it's this man. And it's last year's #1 pick, trying to make a leap in Season 2, Cam Ward. He's going to find his man, touchdown, 31 yards on the pass. The Titans do, however, wind up falling in this one. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down by... We have a first down coming up in the red zone. In fact, it's a first and goal situation as this offense looks to get into the end zone from about 9 yards out. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he'll get in. Time to get back into the action. We've got a red zone alert. First and 10 at the 14. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 and the 4. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Mixon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on third down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to make. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So he waited on for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky-Mary. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
It's a loss of a yard.
He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Gain on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
He'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
First and goal, Washington.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And the Cowboys 5-yard line.
Here now, second and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock. Effort to try and steal this win away.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Cowboys 24.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
And the Cowboys first down.
Here's Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
And the Washington offense heading out. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment.